The opinions expressed on this program are those of the program hosts and guests and are not necessarily those of WSTU. WSTU does not endorse products that may be mentioned. Any reproduction or retransmission of this broadcast is strictly prohibited without written consent of WSTU. It's time for Martin County Movers and Shakers. And now, here's your host.
Well, hello, everyone. It's nearly 2020, and it has been a phenomenal year serving as a radio host here alongside some other great hosts on WSTU 1450. I'm Anna Valencia Tillery, and White Glove Moving Storage and Delivery is the proud underwriter of this program each and every week, where we get to highlight where to go, what to try, and how to give back throughout Martin County and the Treasure Coast. At White Glove Moving Storage and Delivery, we really care about the customer's experience. If you know of anyone who needs help with the heavy lifting or is getting ready to relocate, whether it's across the street, across the town, or across the country, as interstate agents with Beacon's Van Lines, our team would be honored to assist. It's always a complimentary estimate. We do as much or as little as you need to help make it as easy as possible, including helping load a rented truck so that you can drive to your final destination yourself, just helping with the packing, or doing the whole kit and caboodle. And someone who knows how hard we work and has helped to create some beautiful trophies and plaques and name badges along the way is sitting alongside me here in the studio, Mr. Mike Mlady of Cutting Edge Marketing. Welcome, my friend.
Welcome to you too.
Aww.
It's good to be with you.
Now, of course, your other half and business partner, the beautiful Cindy Mlady, is hard at work. She's like a sweet holiday elf, getting out all of these pieces for folks as they try and wrap up their year. So she's not with us, but I tell you, she is just a brilliant mastermind at making these pieces so customized and special and putting forth the best products possible to the customer.
She does our heavy lifting.
She really
does.
She's magnificent.
She really does, yeah.
Today, you were able to bring me in some like etched glass, beautiful trophies. And that's just one of the products that you all can do. Let's talk to our listeners a little bit, because I really do want them to start thinking that the moment we get back from our holiday break, promotional items are going to be in demand, because before you know it, all of the golf tournaments start booking. All of the other community outdoor art shows and this and that trade shows, they all start happening in that first quarter. And I want listeners to be realistic in what's trending, what's the time frame, what can they get?
Well, let me talk about that, because no matter how much you train your clients and prospects to order early, it always comes down to
the last minute.
We need it yesterday. So I think we have made our mark in the marketplace by always catering to what the clients need. Sometimes a little change of whatever is in order because of the time frame.
Sure.
But we always give them something that the customers go wow over. That's the big thing.
And
we're like White Glove. Same. We're in the same business of keeping people happy.
That's right. Pleasing. Right? So let's talk about some of the different things that you all are able to procure for your amazing clients.
Anything embossed, engraved, imprinted is fair game. So everything from your business cards to flyers to imprinted goods of all types to name tags, like Anna's new name tag.
He brought me in a bedazzled name tag, ladies and gentlemen. It's a little extra sparkle for yours truly, and I'm super excited to wear it.
Now, for the I would say primarily the restaurant trade, we even do ribbons to hang from the badges.
Oh.
So if you have to promote something on a short term or long term, whatever, want to explain to people, like during the holidays, we do a lot of them that just say, ask us about our gift cards.
Aha.
And because when things are busy, when people are eating and they're busy talking with their families and stuff like that, sometimes the waiter or waitress has to be a billboard for what's going on. So we try to help them out, just like your shirt.
Yeah.
That's big. Billboards are big, be it big or small, that we help people with that. We're very sensitive to the money that's spent. It's easy to hurt people in my industry. We never do that. We always go, hey, if it was us, here's how we would save some money and make things happen in the right way for you.
You have
so you don't
always done
painful
that.
do that. So
Mhm.
that's our big claim to fame. And the other thing I think that we've always done is we remember our clients, whether they spent $10 or $10,000, they're all important to us.
Oh,
Yeah, that's it.
that's really true. Now, let's talk about some trends that you and Cindy have been seeing, having just come out of the holiday season. What's some
Yeah.
of the things that have become really popular?
Well, anything with Yeti on it or Yeti styled cups are huge, and we do a ton of them.
Oh yeah.
So that's been a monster for people, because not only can you put edibles in it like candy or whatever, you hand them the gift, they enjoy the candy, and then they enjoy the cup,
thereafter.
time after time.
Mhm.
So things that last have been big. We're not huge. We sell them. Don't get me wrong. We sell things that people use once and pitch away and throw away and lose, whatever. We're not big on tying our customers up with those types of things. We always remind them, give them something that they want to hang on to for a long time. Some of our pens are some of the most popular items that we sell, because the people like them so much that even at a half a dollar or 75 cents a piece, the customers want to hang on to them.
Right.
So it's huge if they hang on to what you're doing and what's important to them. And if it's got your company name on it, it's a monster.
I've
It's a
always given away my white glove pens, which are compliments of cutting edge.
Yeah.
And I've always said to folks that are in my audience that this will be the best pen you've ever used, and you're
Yep.
welcome. You can have it.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
it's so true. If they love their pen, they'll work hard
I
to
have
keep
a
it.
local story. I won't mention the client, but I can't keep enough pens in their office. They just order every couple of days. And it's not the kind of business you would think is real big on giving pens away. So I don't know whether they're eating them or what they're doing with them. But it's amazing how often it is. So we just got an order. They said, can you deliver by the end of the year? And you have to bill it now, because we have to
Get rid
pay
of
it.
those
We have to
funds.
pay it this
That's
year.
right.
So
Mhm.
so once again, we're stepping up. So Cindy's stepping up and making sure it happens.
Right. As he's here chatting on the radio.
It is. I lead a blessed life. I really, really do.
Indeed. Now, I've always been enamored with the selection and the customization that you and Cindy can produce when it comes to plaques and awards, because so many groups, from chambers that you and I serve on locally here together, to environmental groups, schools, even moving companies giving acknowledgement to their employees. There's little leagues. I mean, there's ample of different organizations that utilize these, yet might not realize that here you are, and you can do it so cost effectively, and you don't have crazy minimum order requirements.
Amen. We're, like I said, we're always watching their wallet, making sure it fits for them. And I'd rather lose an order and have them keep their money than to take money that doesn't work for their business. So we're always looking for effectiveness and things to work for them, and that's key. That's key. But we do the same thing that White Glove does. You make it happen. You make it work. Leave a good taste in the customer's mouth for whatever's going on, and they'll call you back. If you're not a goof, they will call you back.
Right. So let's talk about some of the different looks of the awards, can we?
Good. Oh yeah. We started off as primarily glass and crystal engravers, knowing that there weren't a lot to find. So when I go somewhere and I meet somebody new, I always tell them, I may be the only glass engraver that you ever meet. So it was always a good byline for our business, but we do everything from wooden and engraved plaques by laser, sandblasted, all types of things. The list goes on and on and on for that. And about 40% of our business are nonprofits.
Oh, wow.
So they have different needs, different price points. So we always make it work. This weekend, my son was fortunate enough to play hockey over at Hal Patioki Park. They won the tournament.
Nice.
And as a result of it, they took a really nice picture of the goalie who had his dog in the picture. The goalie was big part of
how
it.
perfect.
So, right. So he was like the mascot, even though he wasn't the mascot. And I just said to Cindy, I said, Max sent me the photo. Let's go ahead and donate a plaque to the coach.
Perfect.
You know
right?
what I'm saying? So once again, we'll take it and we'll do a process by sublimation. So we'll actually implant the picture on metal and then mount it to a wooden board or whatever Cindy decides to do. Customer's not paying for it. We're just gifting it, but we do just a ton of that type of stuff.
That's a great idea, especially for the parents who are whose kids are on these teams, to be like, oh, what a great a coach gift. That is a terrific idea.
When we do trophies for kids soccer or baseball or whatever, we do a ton of them. You don't hear much about it, but they like using us because we donate up to 3 awards for the coaches for each team.
Oh, that's a bonus.
It takes a big financial problem away from the parents and puts it where it belongs in our lap. And it really is a good feeling when they can not only give their child the award, but give something to the coach as well.
Yeah.
And not have it affect the budget so much.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing. I think we should do one with a mover and shaker award.
Ooh.
We'll have to donate it.
Oh my goodness. I love a good mover
we
and
can
shaker.
do this.
We can launch this in 2020.
We can do this.
Yes, we
We
can.
can do this.
I love it. Now, of course, I utilize you all for a number of different things in addition to, and I'm a big believer in trying to plan as early as possible because I do not want to be that last minute person running to the bag stuffing party for some golf tournament or event that I've sponsored. And I've been able to effectively price shop around. I serve a number of counties, and I come back to you all time and time again for a few of my key products that require some real volume. I love Koozies, right? I have
Amen.
Koozies. I have a collection of them from my travels. And I've always believed that folks will utilize them. It's one of those pieces that they're not going to throw away right away. They will
Amen.
reuse. And you all do a fabulous job of Koozies, and you can, in fact, do some even in-house for some more immediate turnaround.
Yeah, if somebody needs just a couple, we'll imprint them, hand them to them, and
that's fun
done.
for like bridal showers, at different events where you don't need 250. You only need a dozen.
Well,
30,
the big part of our business is remembering that the most important person is the one receiving the gift.
Yes.
So it may not be my client; it may be their client or friend or whatever, guest, whatever. So whenever possible, we want their name on it. So for us to be able to do small quantity and say Mr. So-and-so, Mrs. So-and-so, Bob or Billy or Paul or whoever, it's huge because they'll never get rid of the item unless it dies. They will not throw it away. I did business with Martin Memorial Hospital for years, and they've had different PR people. Mm-hmm. And one year, many moons ago, I walked in and I looked at her office and I go, "Where's all your stuff?" She goes, "It's all under my desk, except for yours." Aww. So it was very cool. So it was all cutting edge stuff all over the place because she loved it. She liked it. It all had her name on it.
It was customized.
It was customized for her. So it always made me remember that when we're doing a job.
That's powerful.
That the end user is the one that is most important to the process and makes them call you.
Yeah.
When they feel good, they call you. They go, "Hey, this is neat." And and we're the unsung hero. Mm-hmm. You know, we get it because you love us, but we don't necessarily know your client, but they call you back and go, "I love that koozie," or "I love that award," or "I love that whatever." So recognition is the name of our game. And I think
you play it very well.
We're blessed.
Yeah.
We're very blessed.
Tablecloths are another thing where I feel like a lot of businesses, if they're going to be in the public eye, if they're going to do community events, trade shows, why wouldn't they invest in a customized tablecloth that better explains their services, showcases their logo? And time again, I see folks just utilize whatever is the rented one, or they bring like a small white one that's too short for their table. It hardly even looks flattering. Well, they and you all do a great job.
They open the door for their competitor.
Yeah.
When you're not professional about what you do and you're not the sharpest one, that allows your competitor to step up and be the sharpest one. Why give them the opportunity for a couple of, it's relative pennies to do that kind of stuff,
Yep.
and it lasts pretty much forever.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. Enjoy it. It's the way to go.
And I love that Cindy's always so diligent in making sure that the proofs are sent in a timely fashion. You're able to tweak it if you need to. So it's not like you're going in blind with not knowing how it's going to look. Everything
No.
gets sent to you for your approval.
We like to call it in private. We call it being a little anal about what you do. You have to pay attention to it and make sure the customer sees it, make sure they're going to be happy with it, and then run the job. Don't run the job and go, oops,
right.
I made a mistake on your job. So no matter what the time frame is, you'll always get a proof from us, always.
Yeah.
Before we run the job.
And when it's time sensitive, look for that email.
Yeah, well, that's Cindy says that all the time. She goes, "Why don't they call me back, but they call you back?" I said, "Because I'm not the happy guy when I call. I'm the tough guy that says, will you please submit the proof of approval?
Get done.
Otherwise, we're going to miss the deadlines." I'm not going to show you my phone, but if I showed you how I operate with my phone, so on any given day, we're blessed. Sometimes there's 10 to 50 jobs that are happening within a day or two span.
Sure.
And you have to keep track of all that. So I have some systems that work really, really well. So every day when I get up about 4 a.m, I'm going through contact lists, making sure everybody's going to be content, happy. They're going to get their stuff on time. And I'm also a little goofy about the gas mileage. I like it to be effective because we deliver most of what we do. We'll ship. It's not a problem to ship something. We have, we've been blessed with a relationship with Walmart. So I ship to all the distribution centers across the country. So I can't deliver everything,
Sure.
but I'm at the one here maybe 2, 3, 4 times a week some weeks.
How convenient when you run out of milk. That's awesome.
Well, no. And this is not the store. This is the distribution center. They don't work that way. They haven't given me anything free.
Right? By golly.
But once again, when you have to drive all those miles, I drive a Toyota Corolla that gets about 42 miles to the gallon.
Oh,
why?
Smart.
Because my job is to make sure that I spend as little money on fuel as possible while I'm keeping my clients happy.
Right.
And all sales reps, I think, have an obligation to do that, including you.
Yeah. As I picked up all of the food drive boxes, 80 locations, I tried to create an organizational route that made sense. Less miles, less gas.
That's it. In your business, it's such a big part of the mix is fuel cost.
It sure is.
So if you have drivers that don't watch what they do, have them call me.
Right.
I'll straighten them out. We'll get this going.
We can have a little chat.
Let's get this going.
Now, if folks are interested, they're saying, I do have some upcoming events. I do have this awards program within my kids' school. There are opportunities to showcase some ribbons in my place of venue to help upsell different specials that we're doing quarterly, what have you. How do they get in touch with you and Cindy and start talking price, start talking customization?
The quickest, easiest route is probably to reach me because I'm available for the phone all the time, regardless of whether she's engraving or whether she's doing whatever. She will get back to you. But once again, call me at 772-209-2300. I will accept a text as well. So if you want to text me, have me call you back at a convenient time, that's good too. We have a ton of websites, so I'm not going to go into that. But probably the most important one is the Opportunity Network. Should we segue into that?
Let's do it. Yes, we have
Okay.
time. Let's share a little bit with our listeners.
I was very big with the St. Lucie Chamber. I still love those people. I'm still affiliated in a lot of respects. But the most important thing was when I decided that I would pay attention to my own group, I created the Opportunity Network of the Treasure Coast. And the easiest way to find it is just Google Opportunity Network of the Treasure Coast. It'll come right up. We're 2,300 plus business partners. So everybody has their information on the site. It's findable, doable, usable. I charge $0 for the right to be online with us. And we have a very vibrant calendar of business events. So if you're looking for money or you're looking for a partner, or you're looking for anything relative to business, we'd like to help. Just go to the Opportunity Network site, take out your own profile. We don't bug you or bother you, but we will connect you. So that's our big
2,300 members. Wow,
2,300.
that's a lot.
Yeah, I started off the first week I had 50, and that was 10 years ago.
Happy anniversary.
So it's grown a lot, And once again, I only look to grow it. I guess social media people would call it organically. So most people find it because somebody else said, hey, you should really go check this out. So that would make us probably, except for the Martin chamber, which is very big.
It is very big.
So we're about the same size as them, but every other chamber we're about 4 to 5 times the size of those chambers. So go figure. But that's part of that is we don't charge.
Yeah.
So there's no fee. So there's no reason not to be there. And since people will find you for your business if you're not goofy, I tell everybody if you have goofy, you're going to get a chance. And if you get a chance, make the most out of it. It's like White Glove. If White Glove comes in and does a job for you, it's done right because that's what they're focused on. There's a lot of companies out there, especially newbies that are out in the marketplace. They're not sure what their service record is because they don't have one. So they're looking for an opportunity. So we take them in too. So we'll see what happens.
Now, there are opportunities outside of the establishment of one's profile on the website to actually meet other people the first and third Fridays of the month, but that is industry exclusive.
Yeah, it's industry exclusive. We have about 100 members in that group. We usually get about 90 to 95 at breakfast, so it's a big breakfast, but you can visit. So the important thing is get to the Opportunity Network, sign yourself up, get to the calendar, gives all the information on the first and third Fridays, and that's held in St. Lucie, but I'm working real hard on a Martin group too. So it's upcoming.
Things are happening.
It's happening. Yeah, it's very good. Very good. We're just blessed.
Oh my goodness. Well, and you are very active in the community. You've been here for how long?
Oh, jeez. If the network has been around for 10 years, I've been here for 30 years.
Oh, wow.
So that's kind of old.
And well, I wouldn't say it's old.
That's old.
I feel like it's established. You have an established presence, and you've been able to procure a number of great customers along the way who are also terrific referral sources.
Amen.
That are able to, bring a lot to the table. And again, I do want to just quickly touch on the fact that we did mention that t-shirts are amazing billboards. You all do t-shirts too.
Oh yeah. And even small quantity t-shirts. So in
any color,
any color you want, any style you want, we do it all. So a lot of that is done in-house. It's a messy house, but
it has a lot of hoopla inside.
It does. We go out to eat a lot because we can't find a place to eat in our house. It's crazy. I'll take a picture someday. And
whatever it takes to make the job done, right?
Amen to that. If you keep happy customers, it makes for a happy life. It's like happy wife, happy life. That's the way to do it. It is.
Folks, if you're just tuning in, I've had the pleasure of chatting alongside my good friend, Mr. Mike Mlady of Cutting Edge Marketing. He and his beautiful wife, Cindy, specialize in customized pieces, no matter the quantity. What'd you say? If you can engrave it or emboss it, you do it?
Engraved, embossed, and printed, whatever you want.
I love it. One more time with your phone number so folks can get in touch with you.
772-209-2300 on my personal cell phone.
Remember, give some turnaround time, ladies and gentlemen, as we go into the new year for all your promotional items of choice. You are listening to Martin County Movers and Shakers, brought to you each and every week by White Glove Moving Storage and Delivery. I'm Anna Valencia Tillery. Thanks for tuning in. Have a safe and happy new year. We will touch base with you next week, 2020.